We're going to start our next part on our Grant Wood landscapes. After you are finished getting all of the layers all the way down to the bottom, you should take any loose pieces that are sticking up and make sure that you glue them back down. Sometimes some pieces kind of peel up. After you are finished doing that, you need to take yellow, brown, and green. There's two different colors of green. And go ahead and go back in and start adding more details in between some of your farmland. Maybe some more lines in some areas. I'm going to add green lines in this one. You can also add little dots inside of some of your patterns. There's lots of different ways that you can add and make it so that it's a lot more of a detailed field or crop. Especially if you had one like I do down at the bottom that I have not even finished at all. Some of you ran out of paper and used just blank paper. So in those spots that you use just blank paper, you're going to draw some detailed work in there, maybe some corn, some flowers, hay, soybeans, all kinds of different things that you can put in there, maybe some wheat. Those are mainly things that are grown in Iowa. Try to still make it to be a pattern of some sort, not just random scribbles, but an actual pattern. So that it looks cohesive. Okay, now I'm going to do the part up here that I haven't done yet and make it look probably like corn. And since it's going to be corn, I think I'm just going to do some V's all the way across. Little V's. Nothing should be too big, even if it's in the front when it comes to these crops. Plus, I think mine is more in the springtime when the corn is just starting to come up. So I would continue to do the V's all the way across down to the bottom. Then when I'm done with that, I think I'm going to do some yellow dots on top, in between. Alright, so I would finish that all the way down to the bottom. I'm not going to take the time to do it right now. The next thing that you're going to do after you're done with that is start working on your houses and your barns. Now I have some barns right here that have been painted black, but they are not oil pastel yet. So in between doing your papers, if you have some that still need to be painted black, you're going to paint some of your houses and barns black. You need to make sure you paint the whole thing black, even the sides, and the top and the bottom. Everything except for the very, very back needs to be done black. And the best way to do that is when you think you're done, I would take it and turn it every direction and really look for white spots. You want no white spots. And if you see any white spots, you need to take your brush in both directions, this way and this way. That really helps get any of those white spots if you go back and forth. And the good part is this paint does dry really fast. So once you're done getting all of your white spots, turning and looking at all the different directions, then you can go back in with oil pastel quickly because it does dry pretty fast. Or you could do details in your paper while you're waiting for it to dry. Now you can use different colors that you want to with your houses and with your barns. Your barn should be bigger than your house. So hopefully when you were making these, you made it bigger than the house. Then you're going to go back through and start doing your oil pastel color on top of your barns. I think I'm going to make my barn to match my house. And then when you want to do things like windows and doors, you could start thinking about what color you think you would want those. I mean, you can always do white for windows, but you can do it with different colors too, like this person did. I think for my doors, I want them to be red. And you're going to see that coloring in black is really important for your cracks, for them to pop out. And that helps your details pop out too. This barn that I did does not have the details in the roof, and it does not have the details in the windows. It's half finished, and that will show up. You can see how you can see the crisscross here and you can't see it there. So that's why it was important for us to make sure that we finished our clay before we put it on that done cart. Okay? And then you'll figure out where you want to place it. You're going to place the smaller ones farther back, because the farther back houses and barns are, the smaller they look. And then the bigger ones you will put up towards the front.